When we look up at the night sky, it feels endless. Galaxies scattered in every direction, light coming from unimaginable distances. A universe that seems open, vast, and available to exploration. It feels natural to assume that distance is the only obstacle, that if we had enough time, enough technology, or fast enough ships, we could eventually reach almost everything we see. But that intuition is wrong, not because space is too big, but because the universe is not standing still. Right now, at this very moment, most of the universe is already unreachable, not in the future, not millions of years from now, already. To understand why, we need to let go of the way our brains evolved to understand distance. In everyday life, distance is simple. If something is far away, you just move toward it. Given enough time, you eventually arrive. That logic works on Earth. It works in the solar system, but it completely breaks down at cosmic scales. Because in the universe, distance itself changes over time. Space is not a fixed stage where things move around. Space is dynamic. It stretches. Every second, the universe expands in all directions, increasing the distance between objects that are not bound by gravity. This means that while light is traveling toward us, the space it is crossing is growing at the same time. The journey itself gets longer, and sometimes it gets longer faster than light can travel. This creates a strange and deeply unintuitive situation. There are galaxies we can see, but can never reach. Even if we left it today, even if we traveled at the speed of light, even if we never stopped, the universe would still pull them away faster than we could ever approach. At first, this sounds impossible. After all, nothing is supposed to move faster than light. But that rule applies to objects moving through space. It does not apply to space itself. Space is allowed to expand at any rate, and on the largest scales, it does. Beyond a certain distance, galaxies are carried away by the expansion of the universe so quickly that light emitted today will never reach us. This boundary is not marked by a wall or a visible edge. It's invisible, silent, and absolute. It's called the cosmic horizon. Everything beyond this horizon is forever beyond our reach. We can still see some of it because its light left long ago when the universe was smaller. But we can never interact with it, never travel to it, never send a signal that arrives. In a very real sense, most of the universe is already lost. This means something unsettling. The observable universe is not the same as the reachable universe. What we can see is not what we can touch, and what we can touch is only a tiny fraction of what exists. The universe looks open, but it isn't. It's divided into isolated regions, slowly drifting apart, cosmic islands, separated by expanding space. And no matter how advanced a civilization becomes, it can never escape its own island. At first glance, the idea feels frustrating. If distance is the problem, why not just move faster? After all, light travels incredibly fast, fast enough to circle the Earth more than 7 times in a single second. So it seems reasonable to imagine that if we could reach the speed of light, or something close to it, the universe would eventually open itself to us. But this is where intuition fails again. Because the problem isn't speed, it's timing. Light itself does not win against cosmic expansion. Even light has limits. When a galaxy is close enough, light emitted from it can still make progress toward us. The expansion stretches the distance, but not fast enough to cancel the journey. But beyond a certain point, expansion outpaces light. The space between us and that galaxy grows faster than light can cross it. In that situation, even a beam of light fired directly toward us will never arrive. It will keep traveling forever, while the destination keeps moving away. This creates a hard limit, not a technological one, not an engineering one, a physical limit built into the structure of the universe. There is a maximum distance from which anything, even light, can ever reach us. And there is also a maximum distance we can ever reach outward. These two limits are not the same. We can see farther than we can go, much farther. The observable universe stretches about not 3 billion light years across. But the region that is actually reachable is far smaller. Only a fraction of what we see is even theoretically accessible. Everything beyond that is already lost to us. No future breakthrough changes this. No faster engine solves it. No shortcut through space exists. Because this isn't about moving through space. It's about the space itself, expanding underneath you. Imagine rowing against a river that gets faster the farther you go. At first, you make progress, but eventually, the current becomes stronger than any effort you can produce. Past that point, rowing harder doesn't help. You simply cannot advance. The universe works the same way, except the river is space itself, and it flows in all directions. This means something profound for the idea of cosmic exploration. We often imagine future civilizations spreading across the universe, colonizing distant galaxies, turning the cosmos into a connected network. But the universe does not allow that future. Instead, it enforces isolation. Each galaxy cluster becomes its own island, surrounded by an ever-growing ocean of space. No bridges, no travel lanes, no communication. Just separation. Even signals sent at the speed of light eventually fail. Messages fade, connections break, contact ends, and over enough time, each island becomes completely alone. The universe is not designed for unity. It is designed for separation, and this separation increases with time. The longer the universe exists, the smaller the reachable region becomes, not because things disappear, but because distance wins. When we think about the future of civilization, we often imagine expansion, new worlds, new stars, new frontiers waiting to be reached. But the universe has already drawn a boundary around every civilization that will ever exist. No matter how advanced technology becomes, no matter how long a species survives, it will always remain confined to a small region of the cosmos. Not because of weakness, but because the universe itself enforces distance. Each galaxy cluster becomes a self-contained island, surrounded by a rapidly expanding void. At first, these islands can still communicate. Light travels between them. Information flows. But over time, those connections fade. Signals sent today may arrive. Signals sent tomorrow might not. Eventually, communication becomes impossible. The universe doesn't end in fire or collapse. It ends in separation. This has a strange implication for knowledge itself. As time passes, less of the universe can be observed. More of reality slips beyond the cosmic horizon. never to be seen again. Future civilizations will inherit a universe that appears smaller, quieter, and more empty than the one we see today. They may never know how vast it truly was. They may never discover expansion, never detect dark energy, never reconstruct the universe's origin, not because they failed, but because the evidence disappeared. In a deep sense, we are living at the best possible time to understand the universe, early enough that its largest structures are still visible, late enough that stars and life have had time to form. This moment is temporary. The universe is not just expanding away from us, it is expanding away from knowledge. Every passing moment hides more of reality forever, which gives our era a quiet significance. We are not special because of who we are. We are special because of when we exist. The cosmos will never be this accessible again. One day, long after the last distant galaxies fade from view, the universe will still be vast, but it will feel small, empty, deceptively simple. And the greatest truth about the cosmos, that it was once unimaginably large and connected, will be impossible to prove. The universe does not forbid exploration. It simply sets a limit written into the fabric of space itself. And beyond that limit, everything is forever out of